Now, DDG and Halle Bailey has been through a lot, and I mean a lot. They've been dating for a while, and they had a kid, and so much like nonsense is, came out about their relationship and their situations. When it came to people talking about DDG hitting Halle Bailey, or her even hitting DDG, or DDG cheating, or Halle Bailey cheating, and now, recent as today of me recording this video, they're saying that Halle Bailey was seen on a trip with another dude. So it's crazy. And also another thing, which I kind of find weird, how like the whole world knows, like really knows like this situation, or like not know this situation, but know this what do I call it? Know this, know this, topic, but everybody knows like the rules that DDG has to follow about seeing this kid. Like they know he only has to see his kid during a certain part of a day, and got to see with a babysitter. I find it weird how everybody, like the whole world knows. Like that's something I would have kept on a low, because my situation is me and my child. Why everybody got to know that? So the fact that came out, was kind of crazy to me. But yeah, that situation, and that came out about him, the rules and everything about him seeing his child and all that. So that came out as recent as yesterday, of me recording this, is like yesterday. So it's crazy how everybody knows this. But yeah, DDG, it's some things that in this relationship, in this situation with Halle Bailey, that may seem like DDG may be a bad person. He might be this, he might be that, but it's also some things that makes Halle Bailey look like a bad person, like a manipulative person. I've been saying this for a minute. Like even when they was dating, I said Halle Bailey's, she's she put on that face for the world, but I know deep down inside like she's manipulative. So we can get into some details about DDG and Halle Bailey. Now this video ain't about a recap of their whole relationship when they started dating here, and then they had this. There's not a timeline, I'm just trying to point out some things that will make you question if DDG is really the bad guy in this situation. Now, in my opinion, I don't know. They both kind of some bad, fucked up people, but I'm like trying to look at it from DDG's perspective, not just because I'm a man and I'll forget females and all that. No, eventually one day I'm gonna do a video looking at it from Halle Bailey's situation, her point of view, her perspective. So, but just for today, it's for DDG, his perspective. And I'm not trying to get on here and bash Halle Bailey and everything, but it's just some manipulative and backward stuff, that she do that got me thinking like, yo, she ain't really like completely the victim. She's crazy, DDG's crazy, everybody crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like this one time she got mad and tried to bash DDG for bringing this baby on Castanet stream. She went and go on Twitter and bash him, talking about, yeah, I don't like that, he shouldn't have brought the baby on the stream and all that. Meanwhile, all she do is post about their child. That don't make sense. Then sometime after that, she claims that DDG allegedly hit her, been physical, abused her, all of that. She claims that she got like ring camera footage of all that, but I've yet to see any footage. The world's yet to see any footage. We yet to see any any type of proof of DDG being like physical with her. The only thing we saw is like text messages that really don't prove anything, because the text messages are about a whole different situation. It's about her cheating on DDG with Brent Faiyaz and all that. Her getting with the artist. Not really anything of like her hitting or getting hit by DDG. So my thing is, if you like want to post about being mad about DDG bringing your son on stream, and okay with posting about DDG's what he can do to see his son, about you going to the DV, you getting with Brent, you posting pictures of as of recently she posted a picture of like her and a dude, so if you could post all of this about the situation about DDG and everything, why aren't you posting the evidence? Why aren't you posting the so-called ring footage? I guess this judge seen the footage, but until I see the footage, I don't know. That's a little iffy. So with that, with Halle Bailey, saying that DDG was, allegedly hitting her and being physical and all that, there was a time after, after all of that, there was a time where a fan or a hater came up to, Dub and DDG talking crazy, being disrespectful, and then the hater got the beats by Dub and DDG, which didn't make the case for Halle Bailey, or DDG and Halle Bailey, which kind of really didn't make the case even better. It made DDG look worse. It made him seem like a more physical person, which is I find kind of bullcrap, because like the internet got people thinking that you can come up to any type of influencer or famous person and just be disrespectful with no consequences. And I find that BS, because you can't just get up to be disrespectful to somebody and think it's cool. No, a lot of these people really need their ass whooped. All right, you can't come up to somebody you don't know being disrespectful and think nothing's gonna happen to you. You need some type of consequence. Some people need their ass whooped. That guy needed his ass whooped. So with that happening, it didn't make the case for DDG looking even, and then make it look no better with the Halle Bailey situation. And now we get to the text messages that DDG leaked. See, DDG had evidence for his accusations towards Halle Bailey, but when she was accusing him of hitting DDG hitting her and everything, like, it wasn't no evidence that I seen. Everybody was able to see DDG's evidence, but not Halle Bailey. So that got me thinking, like, did the nigga really hit you? You know what I'm saying? But we get to the text messages, and it shows that Halle is just as aggressive as she claims DDG to be, saying all type of crazy stuff. I have a knife, I broke your computer, and a lot of the times it's like, a lot of the times when she did this and acted this crazy is when she was pregnant, so she's in these text messages she seems to be crazy, and I agree, she is very crazy. Something not right with her. Just read the text messages and see for yourself. So my thing is, it's kind of crazy how you're trying to file for all these, all this custody stuff about how you want sole custody, full custody of your child, and you want DDG to have limitations and all that. Like you, the best thing for the child. You're not mentally stable to keep the child either. After all them text messages, all the proof I've seen, so. Yeah, you're definitely not, mentally stable at all to have full custody of that child. I ain't gonna lie. So don't make it out the scene that DDG's the crazy one in this situation, because y'all both crazy at the same time. So yeah, that's my thing about it. I'm not gonna go through their whole case, because this is not what the video is about. It's about some of the manipulative things that Halle Bailey has put on the whole world. How she manipulated the whole world, trying to make herself seem like she's perfect. Well, not perfect, but better fit of a parent than DDG is, when that's not the case at all. She's not. So let me know in the comments what you think. If you want to argue with me, if you disagree, if you agree with me, let me know in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe for more videos like this, and we out. Let's get it.